Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bimmer Podcast. I'm your host Burr. I'm with Taco Bell Chihuahua, Mr. Nestor from Long Island Bimmer.
Hey, this guy is crazy. I just delivered some shrimp and broccoli, and he does not know that. But guys, we here, at Connecticut, filming our fifth episode. I'm gonna have Warren, to introduce our guests here.
We're here today with Johnny, the Prestige Auto Upholstery, better known on IG as BMW Restored Seats, and he's gonna share us his story and his beautiful ride that we'll get to a little bit later in the episode. Johnny, thank you for having us.
No, thank you. Thanks for showing up.
Some of our guests may know you, but if you could, can you explain to them what exactly does Prestige Auto Upholstery do?
So we do, anything on the inside of your car, down to headliners, custom seat upholstery, like you have that seat over there, or even this, crazy Vader seat that I do, that I have.
It's beautiful.
We started doing dry icing. Diverting back to upholstery, of course. Starlight, stuff like that. Basically,
you can refresh the whole interior.
Whatever ideas you can come up with, doing on the interior of your car, or you saw it in someone else's car, you want it. Sure. As you see, I got a good enough display, and if there's still not the color that you want, I'm pretty sure I could get it.
That's kind of amazing.
It's down to Alcantara, all high-end stuff. I don't like to work with, your little Amazon stuff and whatever, because it just, no.
I know you just did the interior for SEMA build that Brian at Crown Speed Lab is doing for SEMA.
Yeah.
And it came out pretty sick.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. He definitely had his jaw drop on it.
So, Johnny, if you can, how did you get into this line of work?
Actually, I stumbled into it.
What do you mean stumbled?
So, those that know me from, from a long time ago, I did custom hardwood floors, for a good 17 years. Then I hopped into doing custom interiors and everything else. But I guess that's why, it felt right, because the same precision that you need building, a custom detailed floor, you need it on the inside of a car, just like, like anything really. So stumbled as in I got into a car accident going to, Manhattan, doing a job, and we got rear-ended. I got into a concussion. I got a concussion for a good 8 months or so. And everybody knows, bills don't stop, they come in. I went back to my cars, and I had stuff laying around the shed, garage, the basement, stuff that you think, oh, it's garbage because you don't want to use it, but you grow up, less fortunate than others. You feel bad throwing it out because that costs money. And that's how your mom grew up. Don't throw that away, because otherwise I'm gonna freaking smack you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's like, all right, But then I started seeing people wanted my junk.
Right.
What I thought was junk one day was junk, and today my wife says I collect nothing but junk. But one man's junk is another man's treasure.
We can see it here.
Yeah,
this thing's gorgeous.
So. Yeah, man. And then I started selling on Craigslist. That's where I really started. Guys would then ask me for stuff that I didn't have. But obviously, I have a wife, a son, a family. I have to provide for them. So
of course,
wherever I can make $50 or $100, I don't care. I'm going to try.
Everybody starts at humble beginnings. And
yeah.
You do what you got to do to help.
Yeah. So then one of my customers that I sold to, he told me about U-pull junkyards, and I'm like, what do you mean U-pull? He's like, yeah, you bring your own tools and you pull out the part.
Pick and pull.
Yeah, pick and pull. And I was like, okay. He told me where there was one, close by in New Haven, and I was like, okay, cool. At least there, you could take apart a car, break it, and who cares? A customer shows up with their car, E36 or an E46, it gets a little nervous, and you break something, you break it, you buy it, So God forbid I broke your center console. Now I got to call up BMW and order a center console, or I got to go to my boys, in New Jersey, M Parts, and bail me out. Well, that's today. Back then I didn't know M Parts. I don't even think they were open back then.
But and then over time, reselling used parts.
Yeah.
And then obviously starting to recondition them to
Yeah.
make it a little bit more appealing to the next person.
Yeah.
And that's where you can.
So literally
grow.
at junkyards, I would buy, the guy, I got cool with the guy in the trailer where you would pay him for all the parts, and I would just buy full interiors, for almost nothing. Because they're all trashed.
Yeah.
So to them it's garbage. To you, it would still be garbage because it's ripped up, it's dirty, it's ugly. But to me, I see gold. So it's like, okay, no, I'll figure it out. So yeah, like everyone says, oh, anyone can spray a seat. I could just buy rattle can.
And just like color change it or just fill in the scratches.
I'm not going to lie. I started off that way, because that's how I knew. That's what I was taught. Yeah, you could get color matched tan, color matched gray to your BMW, your Mercedes, or whatever. So, okay, again, anything to make some money, make a living, put food on the table. And yeah, my wife can say it. The house smelled like spray paint forever, but hey, daddy got to do whatever, Then I found a local father and son shop, tiny little shop, even smaller than what I started. And I would feed them these junkyard seats, or like they would say bottom of the ocean seats, like stuff that was just, why are you bringing it? But okay, whatever, he would charge me X and I would sell it for Z. Sure. Okay.
When did you make that transition from selling used junk parts into your first upholstery job or making it look nice?
So that, I would say, it goes to like I was feeding them the work. Then they were being less and less reliable. And then my mom, God rest her soul, she started seeing how frustrating I am, because I'm a person where if I give you my word, I'm going to do it. And if you want something a certain way, I'm going to figure it out. Like I bought a $6,000 laser machine to do one job because I can't.
It's commitment.
I can't say no.
Commitment.
Yeah. I can't say no. If you want me to figure it out, I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. So she goes, why don't you buy a sewing machine? I'm like, Ma, I don't have the money. Yeah. I don't. I have enough money to pay my rent and whatever, but no, I can't. So she's like, oh, just look for one. So okay, I found one local here in Milford, and it was a German machine, which I still have till this day. And I was excited because I work with German cars, German machine. It felt right.
Yeah. Okay.
So okay, cool. So I get all excited. I tell her about it, and she's like, okay, let's go take a ride. Let's go see it. So, well, mind you, I told her how much it was. Then she says, let's go for a ride. I go there, meet the guy. We're looking at the machine. He shows me it works. Great. And he wanted $1,800 for the sewing machine. Little old dirty ass thing. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. You're a diamond in the rough. I'll make it work. Just like my E30. My E30 was a total piece of shit. With literally, bro.
Wait till you guys
Literally.
later in the episode, you're gonna see this beautiful machine.
So then I go, hey, are you firm on the 1800? He was like, well, I could do 14. And my mom goes out, little freaking Portuguese lady, and she's like, how about 1,000 cash? You could do that? And he goes, that's a little low. She's like, what if we take it today? 1,000 cash. And I'm like, Mom, what the hell are you doing? I don't even got $1,000. She's like, just don't talk over your mom.
The head deal.
I'm like, all right, before this lady freaking slaps me in front of everybody, let me, all right, whatever. You know, so then, yeah, he goes, all right, sure. If you have $1,000, okay. She goes in her purse and says, okay, here, help him load it up in the truck. And I was like, wait, like, huh? So she pats me on the back and she says, okay, now start working. Okay, make that money back. And be somebody.
Shout out to her, man. That's why moms are the best. That's it. There is only one mom.
Yes.
You know, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for your loss. You know, I lost my mom almost 2 years ago too. You know, and I know what it feel like.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's really tough, but you know, they are in a better place now. So
yeah,
that's for sure. You know,
yeah,
but they always will be missed.
Definitely. Well, I have a little bit of her like everywhere, like little things.
Everything here is based upon what she helped you start your journey.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure when you got the machine home, you don't even sew.
Yeah, so that was the thing. So that was the thing, bro. So like I would go to this guy's shop and I would just lean up against the wall, you know, so I don't disturb anybody, so you don't feel like I'm hovering over you, and I just watch, you know, like my whole life, always, you know, learning construction. I built all this, you know. That fireplace was a whole scrap, you know, it was just scrap pile, you know, and there you go, made it, you know. This was a desk from Goodwill for $19.99.
And you rewrapped it in leather.
Rewrapped it in full Porsche leather. You know, that couch that you're sitting on, same thing, was from Goodwill for $4.99. They couldn't get rid of it even for free. Well, no, sorry, for free, yeah, of course. I would have taken it. But, you know, but they just the kid told me, like, kept on dropping the price and no one wanted it because it looked like total dog shit.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I was like, okay, I like that look because I knew what I was setting up over here. And I'm like, you know what? I'll make that thing.
You did your thing.
You know,
you did your thing. Definitely, you did.
Yeah, you know, same thing. If I show like the before picture when I bought that, like no one would, not even for $5, you would want it. But I was like, all right, cool. I went on a little shopping spree. For $60, I got my fireplace, the desk, the couch, everything, and
it's one of the things that you grew up saving.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, repurposing.
Yeah.
So going back then, after you got the sewing machine, do you remember the first car that you actually did the upholstery on, or how?
Vader seat.
Really?
I picked the freaking hardest seat. I picked the hardest seat. Literally, because I was like, okay, I love that seat. I gotta master it. Because I would go to car shows. Yeah. And till this day, I bicker about it. Every time someone says, oh, yeah, I got my upholstery done, blah, 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 or Johnny's expensive, blah, 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 you know, and it's like, okay, let me see his lines. You know, let me see the quality of the material that he's using.
The attention to detail.
Exactly. You know, and these things, this Vader seat is not an easy seat. You know, guys, there's ways to cut corners on these seats to make it look okay. You know, obviously, yes, price reflects that because obviously if you're not spending that much time, you're not charging that much, you know. But if you're also not offering the correct leather, you're also not charging the same thing, you know, which is why I was always, I've been always since little, you know, again, going back to my mom, my mom's first car was an E30. It was a red 325i,
okay,
a two-door, and I always loved it. I don't know why.
So you always been on the BMW game then?
Yeah, it was her fault. You know? It was her fault. You know, I was probably 7, 8 years old when she got it, and I loved it.
It was an E30?
Yeah. You know, then when I turned 16, I wanted one. I found one abandoned here in Bridgeport, and dude wanted $800 for it. And I was like, really? What's wrong with it? You know, he had a little card on it, on the odometer, and so you don't see how many miles.
He was blocking it?
Yeah, so you don't see the miles. And he goes to me, don't take that out. Here's the keys. Here's my dealer plate. Go take it for a spin. But don't touch that. Okay? I know you're a good boy. Don't touch it. Okay. He was like, just drive it. And I took it on the highway. Bro, I didn't know this car from nowhere. I just pedaled to the metal. I'm going. And through the shaking or whatever, but you just block all that. And it's like, wow, this is a healthy car.
Yeah.
Shit, okay. I'm doing 120, not even knowing this car. It's like, all right, cool. we have a highway here called Route 25. So you get to the end of it and you can literally loop around, do a U-turn, and come back.
All right.
So, okay, same thing. I'm doing 100 on the way back. I get there. I was like, yo, I want the car. He's like, okay. I was like, listen, I can't afford it. Like I don't got the whole 800. I make $400 a week. Okay. I work construction. Well, I work hardwood floors. I make $400 a week. I just got paid. It was Friday. So I was like, I'll give you $400. Hold it for me. Next Friday, I'll come back and I'll give you the other 400. He goes, I know who your parents are. Okay. So take my dealer plate, give me the 400, and take the car, bring it home. Okay, I don't want to see that piece of shit here. I was like, oh, I just bought that piece of shit. What do you mean? He's like, okay, now go take out the paper. I saw it had $345,000.
Oh my God!
And I was like, oh shit, what did I buy?
That's his favorite number for tortas. What's my favorite number? Nada. Sorry. Anyway.
Listen, did you spin the car around the loop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, that's why everyone loves BMW, right?
Yeah, dude. It's that rear wheel drive.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the
You
fact.
know, it's an awesome car.
So how many BMW do you have now?
Do I have to say that?
I mean, why not? You know, come on, let's
Well, no, it's just, just some people can't know.
Well, I got you. All right, so let's keep it like that. I got you.
That's the running theme for this podcast. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
No. Anyways, my wife, she's cool as shit. So I can't. Well, not cool as shit because shit is not cool, but you guys get it.
Yeah.
No, she's adorable. I mean, she
supports you, obviously.
Yeah. She knows. I mean, even though when I got into this, when I said, I wanted to, really get into it, and she's like, here you go, fucking up money with cars. And, you're not going to go anywhere with cars. No one does. And I'm like, what? You don't know.
Watch me.
I was like, you don't know boys. Okay, us boys don't grow up. We're just older. We make more money eventually, and then we just go back to being a kid again.
And our visions are bigger, but
yeah, so no, we have life-size Hot Wheels. Which if anyone knows how I can have a Hot Wheel built exactly how my car is, I'm game.
Actually,
we do.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, definitely. I would love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
We can do like a nice
even an RC car. Even an RC car. Actually, if I got an RC car, hell yeah, be at car shows rolling around with a little.
Yeah, no, we do. I got you. I got you on that.
Yeah,
I got
definitely.
you on that.
But yeah, no. How many Beamers I put? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you actually own right now.
Yeah.
And you customize it. You personalize each one.
No, only 2. Actually, 3. The rest are like to be
continued.
Yeah, to be continued. Right. They're a work in progress.
But the full interiors.
Yeah.
Every single surface.
So that would be my E30, my E46, and my son's E46. Okay. So my son's E46, he has a Rolls Royce blue interior. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Amazing. Yeah, which is actually the same Rolls Royce blue that's on the seat.
Okay. And the E46?
The E46 is a distressed leather, all themed by Ferrari.
That interior, it's amazing. It's
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you.
We went there to see the car, and I was like, I thought somebody else owned it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was you.
No, that's
it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's my other money pit.
To be honest with you, that's the only interior that I have ever seen like that.
Yeah.
Done on that color, on that leather.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Each car that I have, I want each one to have their own personality. That car, the vision that I was going for was I wanted a gentleman's car. We're older. Like
something you see in a smoker's lounge.
Yes.
Old themed bar.
Yes.
Distressed leather seats. The wood paneling.
Yes, exactly.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I wanted to mix luxury with sport.
At the lounge, you don't see shrimp and broccoli, right?
Well, we'll take a closer look at the interior without the rice and beans, but we'll get back to that.
That's it. Come on, guys. We can be
that's
so serious.
That's why you watch us. This is the Bimmer Podcast.
Yep, that's it.
We're all having. This is all love. All right, guys. But anyway,
Don't take it personally. You know,
Yeah.
just make sure, you know, when you order some shrimp and broccoli, make sure this come from Flushing.
we gotta take the local roads. I think there's a roadblock with ice on the
Okay.
other side of the street. Anyway,
Don't give me that face. Guys, we love you. It's all love. You know,
man.
This is what we love, what we do. You know, and this is why we travel from New York to Connecticut. And, you know, we love what we do. And obviously, huge shout out to Johnny for having us here. You know, let's keep going.
I know you've been in upholstering for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
What has been the hardest project that you ever came across? Timeline, deadline, not so much custom because that's always on a case by case.
So that's something I could say I'm very thankful with all my customers is most of the cars that I work on, they're toys. So there's not really a timeline unless it's summertime. You know, yo, I need to be at Bimmer's United.
Yeah.
You know, my car's gotta be there. You know, my carbon bucket's gotta be in the car, or, you know, whatever the case is. You know. That's when I have like real, like true crunch times, you know. Otherwise, it's like.
But you're allowed to. Most customers will allow you to let your mind go free with the car.
When we're doing custom builds,
yeah,
most times they don't even know what they want,
okay.
you know, or like they'll walk in and get overwhelmed.
There's
like,
so many choices.
you know, because, you know, like the movie, there's 50 Shades of Grey. Like, dude, there's, you know, when you tell me you want tan, really, what kind of tan do you want?
Yeah,
You know. I was at SIGFest, which is a E30 M3 show, and I was talking to a guy there about his E30, and he wanted tan, and
there's like eight shades of tan,
and he's like, yeah, you know, like a tan like you did in your E30, and I'm like, depending on your budget.
So I think next time that I do a classic meet, you should come because I'll go crazy every time. Every year I usually host a specific meet for classics. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes I do meet just for M5.
Okay.
Sometimes just for M3.
Okay.
Sometimes just for SUVs.
Okay.
So, you know, because, you know, that's how like we like to do.
Yeah.
Some different. Like last time we did F versus G chassis. You know, to see, you know, which chassis will support more. And so, you know, like
I hope it's the F. Even though
it was the F.
Okay.
We actually had.
No offense to the G80 guys, you know, but I'm sorry. I as you know, as you see, I'm an old school person.
So
You know.
we had a 53F and 50G. So and then we did the rematch. We had 50F and 47G.
Oh wow!
Both time we beat those slow G chassis. So yeah, next time I'll do the classic meet.
Yeah.
I'll bring you because we just had one. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The amount of classic car that we had, it was great. Yeah. So next time I reach out to you.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing on what the community will bring out.
Yeah.
When you start to introduce custom interiors and enhance the beauty of the car, it just makes the complete package.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sitting in it and you're driving it, that's the most important thing you look at all day long.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people look at the outside and I want this paint or this wrap, but you're not sitting on it. You're sitting inside the car.
Exactly. You spend more time on the inside than the outside. So that's why I tell people, you know, don't really cheapen out.
Yeah.
You know, remember, you drive on the inside. You don't drive outside. You know, unless you're a drifter showing off and you're outside drifting the car, which I don't understand how they do that, but some guys just have crazy skills.
Oh yeah. Well, what has been the most exotic material you ever used?
I'd probably say what I do in my personal cars. You know,
like
the distressed leather, or even using Ferrari leathers, you know, stuff like that. I haven't had anyone crazy enough to want, you know, gator or snake or ostrich or whatever, you know, but they are available. You know,
you hear that? That's a challenge. You guys contact him. Do ostrich.
You know, they are, dude. Like literally, you could get reproduction or you get the actual animal. You know, which is crazy. Like when you actually want to order gator, they'll go and kill the thing first and then skin it.
That's fine.
Yeah, like it's ordered for you.
That's crazy.
Like it's not something that's just on the shelf, which is insane. You know,
that's wild.
but even like with certain leathers, you know, like Ferrari, for instance, their leathers it's cows that are literally raised for leather up to a certain age, a very small age. You know, so that's why their leather is always softer, less imperfections. They eat good. You know, like it's crazy.
Oh wow!
You know, that's why their leather costs more. You know, Ferrari, Rolls Royce, all the exotics. You know, it's a whole other. Yeah, you know,
it's definitely a different level.
Yeah. Like it's not there. It's not just because it's a cow. You know, why is the price 3 times more? You know, 3-4 times more. No, there's a whole reason. You know, there's steps to it. Just like when you're going to get organic vegetables. You know, you have organic vegetables that took months to grow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, it's like
It's a process.
there's totally different processes. You know, like all my leather that I sell to everyone. You know, nothing is American. Everything's all Italian.
Everything's
everything's either Italian or German. Just depends on where they come from, but most high quality all comes from Italy.
Let's go outside and take a look at your car.
So we can show to our friends the E30 that you guys are about to see. She's definitely sexy. Definitely sexy. You guys better be ready for this. And if you guys need any job done on your interior, y'all know who you guys got to contact.
Us, so that way we can outsource it to him and we'll make the money.
What's the percentage of it?
It doesn't matter to them. Just call us. We'll take care of you.
We'll take care of you guys. So y'all know what to do.
An engine table.
Yeah,
You know.
Well, we got to get some videos because I'm not sure if they are right now focusing on it.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely, guys. Also, we're gonna show you guys the table that he made. It's so sick with a V10 on it, and we had to drag it a little bit. And you guys know what we found?
Just like Nestor's motor, it's dragging oil.
Well, I don't drive B58, so. So I know I'm gonna get some hate, but hey, you know what? SPT5 to the top. Gang, talk to me nice and slow.
All right, guys, we're back outside with this beautiful E30. This thing is amazing and it's super clean. What is this car?
So she's originally a 325. You know, that I fully modified it to be as much of a true M3 as she can be.
Well, wait. So how does it feel to be there? Feel nice?
I like it.
All right, that's what's up.
I like it. Like, okay, my wife, she calls this the shit box. You know? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She calls it the shit box because she says it's the worst thing that BMW designed. She's more of like an E90, F80 type of person. You know?
Do you own one of
Nope.
F chassis?
No.
Not at the moment.
No.
Okay.
Not ever.
She used to own an E90 and that's where she fell in love.
With V8 or
No, she had a 330.
Oh,
Yeah, she had a 330 and she loved it.
Okay. Yeah, I had a 335. I had a 335 full button. I went crazy on that car before I got my real M.
Yep.
And you know, like, and every time I'm racing, well, not racing, but you know, every time I'm spanking some B58s out there.
You mean he's trying to keep up?
It's trying to keep up.
He's getting. How's it feel to get outrun by a mommy mobile?
Yeah, okay.
With 400 pounds of tools in the back of it.
400 pounds of tool in front.
Plus 350 pounds sitting up front driving it.
So that's 750.
Oh my
God. That's not too bad at all. So, you know, I keep asking you about those trumpets. Let's get on these.
Yeah. Can you go over what you've done to the engine and the engine bay?
So the engine, as most know, but for those that don't, it's from the E36 M3. You know, the engine, the transmission are E36 M3. The intake system, the trumpets, are actually, it's a retrofit kit made by Rabid Racing. They're from California. He makes a kit that you can convert a single throttle body to 6, using the E46 M3. Like all my cars, I like each one to have its own personality. This one, I was chasing a sound, and that's what I wanted. Guys were like, oh, why don't you throw in, a carbon box or, do something different. Go turbo, whatever. No, turbo everyone does.
Yeah.
Carbon box is starting to become very known, because it's like, oh yeah, let's do it. I want the sound from like that you would get from like the actual engine. Like it's an unbelievable sound. Like the roar that comes out of it, you don't even hear the exhaust after.
It is all of the noises definitely coming from the engine.
Absolutely.
And the pureness of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, and I see usually you did the whole interior. How long did it took you to do the whole interior?
So this interior, we actually sped it up quite a bit. Before we get into that, so this car hit a roadblock. Well, not the car, but the project itself hit a roadblock. During the build, impact was getting close. I wanted to show it. I wanted to show it off, because you don't see these. Many people think that E30 M3 convertibles don't exist, but who's a true M3 owner knows that BMW only created 786 of them. Very, very low amount.
Convertible.
Yeah. And it's not 786 to the US, it's for the entire world. So the odds of you actually seeing one on the street, very slim.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I knew, but yeah, you go buy one, you're going to find it at the auction for like 130 grand. Easy.
Yeah, so it was a 325, and then you did the whole conversion.
Yeah. So I found this car. Well, actually, a friend of mine found it on Facebook Market, buried in Mount Vernon in like grass up to like about here.
Wow, that's
because
crazy.
the guy, I guess he never decided to cut his grass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's go check this thing out.
What kind of shape was it when you found it?
You ever heard the term fugly? That was this. Okay?
I'm sure everything was shot. The upholstery.
So
the top.
So the top, I can show you pictures. Okay. Then you'll know the whole fugliness of it. The top was just like mangled, looked like raccoon went through it. The interior, it had originally, BMW's blah interior.
Yeah.
Guy didn't like it, so he just went to AutoZone and bought every red spray can they had.
Oh my God.
Said, let's have at it.
Okay.
But again, I'm a visionary person, so I just saw good bones.
Yeah.
I moved the grass. I looked underneath.
The chassis was good.
I saw she wasn't rotted.
Okay.
Which I was amazed, being that it was in the grass, but I guess it came from somewhere else and it was just thrown there.
So it wasn't roasted.
No, not at all. She wasn't rusty. She had actually three little spots right under the driver's seat that had to get patched. That was it.
Nowhere else was rusted.
No.
That's amazing.
Nothing else, which was amazing.
Very cool.
The engine bay, there was no engine when I bought it. No engine, no tranny. He did, I guess he was going for some Incredible Hulk theme, so he had
red interior, green.
Yeah, it was
engine bay.
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Christmas tree.
literally. And I was just like, all right, I'll let me buy it.
So how much you pay for the shell?
He wanted 18. We ended up sealing the deal at 15. So, he wasn't too happy about it, but I was like, yo, just trust me.
You have to travel all the way to over there to pick up the car.
Yeah. Like we went back and forth with it. I already had the tow truck there, and I'm like, bro, I got the tow truck here.
Yeah, ready to go.
Like, I'm not bailing out.
Yeah, you're not window shopping.
Yeah.
Especially for a car that's sitting in tall grass, sitting in the middle of the field.
Yeah, literally. And mind you, I started going crazy. Then it's like, okay, he already had tried his E30 M3 kit. Which when I saw the Facebook ad, I thought it was like, oh shoot, okay, cool.
Yeah.
He already started. Great. Yeah, all right, dude.
And these are original.
So these are original M3 fenders, quarters, all metal, original side skirts.
And you found them all original OEM?
Yeah. Yeah. So it was challenging. And I thank the BMW community, everyone helping out. I would tell a few people what I'm chasing and they would guide me.
The BMW community is great.
It is.
BMW
And that's why I thank my followers, my customers, very much, because I wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for them. Even them guiding me with certain people and stuff. It's a beautiful community.
Yeah.
I'll never get out of it. I can't. I mean, obviously, I'll work on any car. I don't care.
But it's your roots.
Yeah.
So what made you pick that interior?
I was actually working on a Ferrari, a car collector.
Hold up, this is Ferrari leather.
Yeah. This is the iconic Ferrari tan that you would see in like the 355s. Guy, he sold the car. Driver's seat was busted, and he's like, "Listen, I already sold the car." The guy took my asking price, didn't haggle. I need the seat done like this week. Okay, like Friday, I got to pick it up, and I'm like, "It's Monday." Like what? So here I am overnighting the leather from Italy, make sure this car was done, and I looked at the color and I was like, man, that's a gorgeous color, and you'll never ever see it anywhere because no one has the balls to do it. So I was like, you know what? I can't afford a Ferrari, but I could do the interior.
And I see the full interior, part of the hood, even a custom leather bag.
Yeah, even the tow hook.
And the tow hook.
Even the tow hook.
So how much do you have spent on this car? I know it's a diabolical question. A lot of our viewers.
I'll go with what my wife said. I know you're in the vicinity of 70. Of 70,000.
Oh wow.
I know I passed it. I know I passed it because, and she knows if she ever sees this, she knows how I am. I'm picky.
Yeah.
I like things a certain way. So this car, unfortunately, had to go from one shop to another shop to fix this shop's issue, and then another shop to fix the other guy's issue. And, again, because I'm chasing reliability and fixing other people's fuck ups.
Gotcha.
Mainly it's the ITBs. It's not, the ITBs were designed more for race application, not for street.
Not for street driving.
Like
cruising, idling issues.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Like anyone who sees me driving, like that's training that I have with my mind and my foot.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the last person that I took the car to, was it Euro Speed Motor Works?
Yeah, we know them.
Yeah,
we know them.
So, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Dan came here and we spoke, and he's like, "Bring it to me." Okay, I'm an old school Porsche guy. I worked a lot with this.
Yes, sir. He's actually coming to Bimmer United.
Yes.
He's gonna be there.
Yes. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna trust you. You're gonna be the last shop, because if it doesn't work, I'm taking the swap out. And I'll just go somewhere else. Go with something else. And yeah, he stayed on it.
His things.
Yeah, he did. He found issues that weren't right. Like my catch can, my oil catch can, wasn't in the proper level.
Also, it wasn't drawing.
Yeah. So I was wondering why, while I'm driving, I'm seeing like a little chimney, a little bit of smoke coming out. I see oil spitting out of the little filter, and it's like,
where's it coming from?
Yeah, like why?
So,
but yeah, he did a phenomenal job.
Shout out to him.
He got it right, even though he says he still didn't get it right. He wants the car back. He wants to play with it a little more with the tune, to really like.
So he's like you, attention to detail.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a really good people.
But like he said, go enjoy the car. I know it's summertime, topless time. So go, bring her back in the winter. when she goes in for hibernating, I'll keep her inside and we'll play with her.
Have you ever dynoed the car?
Huh?
Have you ever dynoed it?
We dynoed it in the very beginning, and surprisingly, and again, she's naturally aspirated, just the ITBs, 3-inch exhaust, custom exhaust all the way back. She puts down 240 horse to the wheels.
And being that this chassis is stupid light.
Bro, this thing on the highway is like retarded.
It's nimble.
Yeah.
like driving
I
a
don't even
go-kart.
downshift. I stay in 5th gear and just pedal to the metal. And ITB's just just screaming away.
Speaking on driving on the highway, what suspension, what chassis, how was the condition, and what did you install?
So when we did the 5-lug swap, because again, I want to be as
Authentic.
M3 as possible, So the 5-lug swap is a mix of E36 M3 up front,
Okay.
control arms, shocks.
Subframe.
No, subframe is actually still E30.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's it. The what do you call it? The steering
rack.
Steering rack. That's all E36.
Okay.
Literally everything up front is E36 besides headlights.
And the rear suspension?
The rear suspension is E30. So I had a hard time, finding someone to give me a suspension without me having to buy 2 kits.
Right.
Thankfully to BC Coils, I reached out to them.
BC Racing.
Yeah, BC Racing. I reached out to them and told them my dilemma, and the representative was like, "Absolutely, yeah, we'll definitely take care of you. We'll make a kit exactly how you want it. You can adjust it to that Cadillac feel that you want, or that really stiff, responsive suspension, whichever way you want, and it's just clicks away."
That's amazing that they actually tailored the suspension to the car.
Yeah.
They got a really good customer service.
Yeah.
Because I used to have a BC on my 335. They're really, really good. I had an issue one time, and they actually sent me a new strut because I blow one of them. And their customer service is really, really good. Huge shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Brakes
is E36 M3 up front, E46 328 for the rear.
Okay. All I know is that the car looks amazing. What color is this?
So this is actually, so that's the only thing that's not M3.
All right.
Obviously the M3s only have, I think it's like 5 or 8 colors.
Yeah, it's very limited.
Yeah, very limited. This one, I saw a Facebook ad for sale in California, and he had the tan interior with this color, and I fell in love with it. And I messaged the guy immediately. I was like, "Listen, dude, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to buy your car, but I love your color. What color is that, please?" And he's like, "It's Cyrus Blau."
From
E30.
Really?
Yeah, from the non-Ms.
Get out of here.
So in German, they call it Cyrus Blau, but Blau is blue.
Yeah.
So Cyrus Blue. And I was like, okay, perfect.
Did they make this on E46? Because I had an E46 2001, and I think it was the same color.
It's a little bit, so that one has purple in it.
Yes, a little more
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's I can't remember. My sister-in-law, her car is that color.
So my real question is this though: why to go with coilovers and not airbags, not air suspensions?
I want a reliability. I heard from airbag guys, that God forbid one bag blows, you're just gonna be driving sideways until you get wherever your destination is.
Or you might get stuck if something happens.
And I didn't want that. Believe me, I love the look. That friggin' slam to the ground look. Yes, I love it. But I didn't want it. Plus, these things already have a small trunk. I have a custom system that I'm building.
Okay.
I have an idea for it. So for me to have a tank, compressor and stuff, no, because I still want to be able to use my spare tire. God forbid. I'm driving from, some car show that I didn't trailer it.
So how many wheel sets have you been going through?
And what's this current setup?
Rims, I'm probably on my 4th set now.
Do you still have all of them, or you sold them?
I have one.
Oh, you still have one?
I have one set.
Were all of them BBS, or you
had
a
this was
brand?
The only one that was BBS.
What brand you had before?
It was stock wheels, and then it was what the heck was it? Yeah, it was Z3 wheels. Then I did 540. The E39.
Yeah. I like
The
those.
E39 540
Yeah.
like multi-spoke
Yeah.
I
wheels.
love
They almost
those.
look like Alpina wheels.
Yeah.
The multi-spoke design.
Yeah. So sorry, 3 sets. So it's that, it's the E39 wheels, the Z3 wheels,
And
and
now
then these. You know, these I like them. They're not really they're not what I wanted. I originally, because I wanted to match the Ferrari theme. So since I went with a Ferrari interior, I wanted Ferrari wheels.
Okay.
But that'll be for another day. You know, another
But
day
is that
you know,
something that you think is gonna happen? Most likely.
probably. Probably.
So add another 10 to the 70.
And I remember you telling us that this particular engine swap might be coming out, and what's the future plans for this? You can. I can.
Should be V8.
V8.
Yeah, should be V8.
Okay.
You know, and no, I'm not gonna cheat on her. She's not gonna be American. You know, I know a lot of people. You know, oh no, you got cheap power with LS.
Yeah.
Sorry, but she's German. She stays German.
Sorry, Zach. That
You know.
that's two different things.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, because we just did a LS swap on a 325 on a E90.
Yes. I saw.
Yeah, the thing is sick.
Yeah.
The thing is
I mean,
so
listen.
sick.
Yes. They
And,
are.
you know, like, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, like, I asked him, I said, why not to go S58, B58?
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, you know, because I like the, he was telling us something about some platform, LS E9X, something like that.
Yeah.
Then they make all the
Kits.
kits for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and like, that was like his type of dreams to make that car like that. It's a nice setup, but
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm 100% with you.
Yeah, like I like, so I kind of give a hint at what I'm talking. I won't say exactly the engine swap. So the M3 makes a nice V8, but it's very irreliable.
Yeah.
You know, too much maintenance
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want it. You know, so I'm choosing a
But the way
different.
it sound though, that's one of the best sound out there. That V8, it's crazy.
When it's running right.
No, it's running. Yeah, I mean, you know, like you just gotta do the rod bearing.
yeah.
You gotta do so much. Yeah, they
But
not,
BMW
it's not
has older V8s that sound and put out.
We gotta come
Yeah,
back.
okay, I see. I see where you're going. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you know,
Like,
I want to keep her. Well, no, it won't be age appropriate because then that would be too old of a V8 and not enough horsepower. Because if you're gonna do it, might as well have.
So what training do you have in this?
Huh?
What transmissions?
Transmission is the ZF, regular ZF 5-speed. You know, when I go to V8, it'll have the 6-speed that's meant for it.
Okay.
I think you're giving away too much info.
Because
now at
I
this
know,
point.
so like we're supposed to interview someone.
Well, there's a few V8s out there.
Yeah.
You know.
So
I'm not leaking at which one, but it's kind of narrowed down to like 2.
we doing someone with a crazy E36 build too, and he have DCT on it.
Yes.
So guys,
Talking about
stay
the
tuned.
V10?
No, that's not a V10. It's actually, I think it's S52, but he did everything to it. So. Anthony?
Huh?
Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we
Oh, so
actually
you-
doing him.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
I know.
So yeah, we're doing him.
Yeah.
So you know that's coming out soon,
That
guys.
car,
Stay
that's
tuned.
one car that I'm so amazed at how mint and
It's super clean.
yes.
So
And
yeah,
crazy
guys.
low miles.
Yeah.
Like if you meet him, he'll tell you, yeah, I'll be working, I'll rebuild that engine throughout the year, go to Impact, beat the snot out of it. If I blow it, I blow it, and then I bring home and redo it again.
We actually doing him and his friends.
Yeah.
His friend also got a E36.
Yeah, really cool guy.
Yeah, he's really so.
yeah.
Stay tuned, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but there is another E36 that actually has a V10.
Yes. The green one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guys from Precision built it.
Yes. Yeah. I actually, you know, I think we're gonna hit him up too, because that build is so sick.
Why did you stick with the classic chassis and not go into an F or even a G series at this time of age where the technology, the power, why
That-
do you still allure to this particular?
That I blame my mom. You know, she got an E30 when I was like 8 years old.
And then it just impregnated into
Yeah.
your
Then
head?
my first car when I was 16, E30, and I loved it. You know, I wanted that again.
the impression.
Yeah, I wanted that again. You know, like I had guys, oh, you do interiors, why don't you do an E36 dashboard or do something custom or whatever? No, I want to get in and feel, like I'm in that era.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I didn't want Sportsters. I want the car the way it was made, just more
Just
power.
a little bit more power.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because obviously this little stock engine, I could probably run faster than it.
that I have a chance of keeping up.
You can. Yeah. I'm being optimistic.
Any final thoughts?
Listen, she's beautiful. Take care of her. And guys, stay tuned because when he does do the swap, we're doing the second part. So, big things are coming. Like I always say, stay tuned for the next episode. Bimmers United is coming October 12th. Most likely, we're going to have him over there. So if you guys want to come and see this beast in person, y'all better come on October 12th. We're going to be at Maple Grove, Pennsylvania. Get your ticket. Use LIB for discount codes. And we will definitely see you there. She's going to be there either at the VIP area or at his booth. But she's going to be there. So this is definitely one of one build. I love it. You did your things. That's it.
I just want to say thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, no,
and showing
and thank you
the
for
work that you did.
Yeah.
It's an amazing car. I just wanted to say
I wish my wife would say that too, but AKA shitbox.
But thank you again for hosting us. Remember, guys, if you want to see more content like this, like, comment, subscribe, Bimmer Podcast. Check out our socials on IG. Also, check out the BMW Restored Seats on IG. And if you want something done to your car, just give us a ring. All right?
Listen, I got a last question though.
Yeah.
If someone come with a G80 to you and say, I'll give you my G80. Let's swap. Let's switch. Let's switch cars.
No.
Would you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So.
No. No offense to the G80 guys. Okay, just I feel like the G80 is not a car anymore. It's a computer on wheels. It's too electronic to me.
Have you ever drove one of them?
It doesn't feel raw.
Have you ever drove one of
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I drove a customer's M4 that we did a full custom interior to it. And yes, it's got balls.
Yeah. The handling it's amazing too. I have drove a few of my friends, and I have F82, and I tell people the G it's not a driver car.
No.
No,
it's not.
Even the F, you can feel that.
Yeah. I say BMW stopped at F, at the F chassis, doing something good.
Yeah. What about the let's get some here. Let's get some heat. What about the G90? How do you feel about the M5?
The M2?
No, the M5. The M5.
M5. The new
the
body.
The big body. Like.
That's a big booty hoe.
Never heard that associated with that. Something different, okay?
Okay.
So she's too big.
She's
too big. I mean, listen, I get it. The 5 Series is always supposed to be bigger than the 3.
It's a touring car.
But I just don't understand why. Even the same thing with the G Series. I don't understand why the car needs to be so massive. Like now we're getting into like the same body width and length of a Lamborghini. Like why?
Yeah, it's
like I don't know. Just
this you feel.
I'm old school.
You feel everything. You hear everything.
Yeah.
The rawness of it.
Yeah.
And that's what also brings you back.
I want to drive the car. I don't want the car driving me.
Yeah. I feel the same way, to be honest. No hate, but
no hate. I mean, listen, I work on G80s. They're gorgeous. They styled it very nice. It's not me.
What about engine-wise? S58, B58. I always like to bring this conversation. B58, I know the B58. They always trying to prove some. Even my right hand that I got here.
He's talking about me like I'm the stepchild, and I'm about to get the knuckles.
Listen, No, shout out to him though. Actually, I'm going to interview him once he installed his turbo kit. He's going crazy, so stay tuned for that too.
He's gonna have to catch up. There's no way he's gonna stop.
You
talk
too
to me.
slow.
No, bro. No. Never.
Don't make me talk.
Never.
Do not make me talk.
You're-
Do not make me talk.
Just because you're a menace on the highway doesn't mean that you're faster than
Listen,
me.
I drive like a grandpa. No. I do. 60.
A grandpa,
if the
a
speed
grandpa
limit,
that took
Listen,
like
listen. You own a
Viagra.
Beamer. That's impossible.
listen, if the speed limit is 65, I'm doing 64.
Everyone knows that no BMW driver drives slow.
No, I actually
Okay.
no, I actually respect the speed limit. If it says 65,
You're only saying that because you're gonna be on YouTube, buddy.
I'm doing 64.
Because you don't want Popo rolling up behind you.
So listen.
Anyway, on that note.
thanks so much, brother. Listen, it's thank you for having us, and guys, huge shout out to him for allowing us to interview him. And if you guys need any interior done, give him a ring. Y'all know where he at, and go and follow his social media. And huge shout out to Pana Vibe League Gallery. And what was your IG?
BMW restored seats.
BMW Restore Seats. Go and follow him and stay tuned, because once that swap is done, we come into Connecticut. And if you guys are on the tri-state area and you have a nice build, reach out to us at the Bimmer Podcast on any social media, and then we come to you.
Also,
stay tuned.
You can also reach us at info@TheBimmerPodcast@gmail.com.
Stay tuned, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Mike? Thank you, guys.
Yes.